Hello everyone, my name is Rob, I'm from Gamers. This is part 18 of Halo Reach, part 3 of Long Night of Solace, and the part level is called, well you just saw it, but it was, and the horse you flew in on. And I hated this bit because, basically, it isn't really shown. You can't really tell in the video, but you are, basically, how can I describe it? It's like... It's like you're in space. You don't have the full. What's the word? Low gravity. That's the word that I'm looking for. You don't feel like you're in. It doesn't feel like normal Halo. You can jump around and bounce off things, and it's a bit weird. Wasn't a big fan of it. Basically, I've never been a fan of these moments in Halo. It's just not fun. I believe that's actually some. I was also trying to assassinate those guys, but it kept failing. I'm pretty sure this is like. I know this is a level in Halo multiplayer, but I'm pretty sure there's a bit where you can go outside. Of course, you will die if you do it, but I believe you have a 10-second countdown to death. That happens basically, but I'm pretty sure that's something that will happen. That was a little edit point because I died, basically. That's something I should point out. What honestly, I've managed to forget. Oh yeah, if there's bits where the footage jumps forward, I mean, we had that in part 17, the last part, that was just released on, the 9th, but... Yeah, it turns out there was a bit of recording issue with this video, wasn't there? But I didn't actually know until I was actually recording the audio for that bit, because I was looking at it and it looked fine. And then as I was recording the audio, it was all there was bits where we jumped forward slightly. We've missed some kills that I had, but I don't know if that's just because of I had so much movement with the saber, because obviously you're flying around a lot. If the capture card couldn't keep up, because I remembered afterwards that I was actually converting a file in the background, so I don't know if my CPU was like, no, I'm gonna just lose some frames here from the HD PVR, it doesn't really matter. That's why you should always stop that. Your computer shouldn't be doing anything else while you're capturing. It's never a good plan. I mean, I do it normally anyway, and it's normally fine, but sometimes it's a bit glitched. Also, there we go, see, we move forward. That was a glitch. Anyway, cutscene.
Forward, Colonel.
Copy that. 6, get your fire team to the bridge. The Corvette's refueling run with the supercarrier will have to be initiated manually.
Yes, sir.
5, stay with the bomb and discourage the curious.
My pleasure. Hear that, Lieutenant? I'll be all by my lonesome back here. Make it quick, would ya?
Honestly, though, the moving forward thing, it's not really that big of a deal to deal with. I would have re-recorded. I mean, I have the time to re-record it, to be fair. I mean, I'm recording this on the 14th of October. I could really record all this footage again, but to be honest, this level, as fun as it is a bit of a pain to deal with. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it as it is, because you're not really missing that much. It's obvious what's happening. Basically, you kill a whole bunch of enemies. You have to activate that thing because the Marine tells you to, or George does. I can't remember exactly who tells you. But below we have actually a few more teammates, which is good. Also, that thing explodes because logic. I mean, it was getting shot at. You should have requested that beforehand. As soon as we landed, he should have gone, "Can we go?" And then, yes, quick, get out of there so you don't get blown up. So all the people on it don't die. But then again, that's just really to show you, if you think about it, the background of Reach is kind of awful because it just shows how bad the Covenant actually are, because they're taking out this entire planet. I mean, when you're playing Halo, 1, 2, and 3, you think, yeah, the Covenant are bad because you have to like, you have to take them out obviously on both the original Halos and on Earth and Halo 2 and 3 because they are glassing the planet in those games. But you don't really think, the Covenant are that bad because by the time of the end of Halo 3, you are basically you're working with the elites. So you think, these guys aren't that bad. Honestly, at this point, when you play Reach, you're like, the Covenant are assholes. They just are, is what you're thinking. I do like the fact that you can go in this, like, globe thing here. I was going to call it this image of Earth. No, it's an image of Reach. I'm pretty sure it's an image of Reach anyway. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I mean, they're attacking it. It would make sense. So I assume, when they're going against Earth, that in Halo 2 and 3, that the insides of these would also have that. But I don't think we ever went into a ship control room of a Covenant ship in Halo 2 or 3, so probably not. Well, we didn't see it. They probably do have them though. But then again, this game did come out afterwards, so it's also a bit laggy, the footage on my screen, but I don't know if it will be for your when you're viewing it. Probably won't, because obviously when it renders out very smoothly. It's just that it has to, the graphics card has to, you know, constantly show the footage for me to talk over it. Also, I'm wondering, this whole fight, now that I'm looking at how long's left, I'm thinking there might be a little bit of jump forward in footage, because I'm pretty sure this fight felt like it lasted a lot longer than it did, looking at how much footage is left of the video. It really did feel like there was a lot more fighting that happened. Also, I can't believe we always take out some of our own guys, which is amazing. Like, because they just run in the way, which is really annoying. Also, there's like a Covenant, like there's a Covenant, there's an elite up there, but and I went to go for him and he was already dead, but he's on there. There you go, he's dead. Didn't actually. I'm guessing what must have happened is someone threw a grenade up there and it blew him up, but the grenade also bounced down and killed. I have no idea. But something happened up there, because I didn't see. Anyway, let's take out these jackals. The thing is, the next level that we're dealing with, we're finally going to deal with the brutes. Now, if I remember correctly, the information about the brutes from, like, canon-wise, is that the reason they didn't use the brutes originally in the original attack on Reach, is because they thought that they would basically go around, basically like what we, what people used to do, and still do, because there was a horrible article on Reddit the other day about Burma or someplace around there, around that area of the globe. Basically, you know, where the soldiers go around like raping women and killing all the kids and stuff. Basically, that's what they thought the brutes would be doing. If that's why the Covenant don't actually use them, and it's why they're not actually in Halo 1. Of course, they hadn't designed the brutes then, but that's the canon reason for why they're not in Halo 1, plot-wise. I just wanted to scare that dude by looking through the scope, because I'm going to say something. He didn't that time though, probably because I didn't stay still. They're normally like, stop aiming at me, is what they're normally like. But look, there's several elites up here and we're going to kill them. There we go. And they're dead. That was a huge explosion of colour. If I could, I would render this out in HDR, which is the Ultra HD. Actually, no, I don't know if you can use HDR, but with standard 720p or 1080p. I think you can. I think that's an option you can do. I would love to do that. Of course, the game was never designed for that, but the explosions of colour would look lovely in HDR. I think, in my opinion. And if I could render them out with Vegas, I would. In fact, I'm going to have to see if that's an option, because I know I can actually render in 4K. But Magix might not have paid for the license for HDR, or it might not just be supported in MP4 files. which I don't think it is. Anyway, there's a cutscene coming up, and it's the end of the video. And you'll notice it's the end of the video, basically, when the cutscene ends, and you'll get that reference in a minute. I've been Robin from the Insane Gamers. Thank you very much for watching, and ta-ra.
Distance is closing on this vessel's refueling track with the Covenant supercarrier. 76 seconds to endpoint.
So, it's gonna be like mad. Well, I got good news and bad news. This bird took some fire and her thruster gimbal is toast, which means the only way off this slag heap is gravity.
And the good news?
That was the good news.
At current velocity, 53 seconds to endpoint.
Yeah. Bad news is, time is fried. I'm gonna have to fire it manually.
That's a one-way trip.
We all make it sooner or later. Better get going, Six. They're gonna need you down there. Listen, Reach has been good to me. Time has come to return the favor. Don't deny me this. Tell him to make it count.
Slip space rupture detected.
Gamma station control, reading multiple pings below the orbital defense
Slip
grid.
space rupture detected.
Yeah, we're picking up anomalies too. Are you reading
Slip
it?
space rupture
Multiple
detected.
Covenant signatures.
Slip space
Does anyone
rupture
have a
detected.
They're everywhere!
Slip space rupture
Must be the
detected.
whole damn Covenant
Slip
fleet.
space rupture detected.